Coming up, an Edinburgh local is arrested for shooting a DPS trooper. Officials reveal the suspect's name and the name of the DPS trooper. Full details of the event and the aftermath ahead. Still developing, 9 cases of mumps are brought up to the community's attention. What health professionals have to say about this issue, and you need to too. Coming up.
Firefighters struggled to put out a mysterious fire outside of Fort Worth. Officials say they trucked over 10,000 gallons of water to the scene right after this.
The cold weather is almost over. Have plenty of water with you this week as temperatures are going to hit high numbers. We have weather and much more ahead. UTRGV TV starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this newscast. My name is Daniela Hernandez.
And I'm Julissa Nevadas.
During the late hours, an Edinburgh local shots at a Department of Public Safety trooper. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley issued an emergency alert for campus community member near the area. What we know now. The suspect, authorities identify as Alejandro Godinez, is in custody and has a bond for $3 million. Currently, the DPS trooper, Moises Sanchez, is stable. As of now, 9 cases of mumps are confirmed in Hidalgo County. The University of Texas Rio Grande Valley issued an alert to its campus community members, stressing the importance of proper sanitation. Many agencies are working to address the issue further. Officials are saying small outbreaks are not uncommon. However, small children and the elderly are at higher risk of contracting mumps. County officials also add how important it is to be vaccinated. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the virus can be spread by coughing and sneezing. Some symptoms include fever, headache, and swelling of the salivary glands. This is what causes the puffy cheeks and a tender, swollen jaw.
A home is engulfed in flames by an inferno. Authorities say they are confused by how it happened. The Tarrant County investigators are searching for how the explosion started. Fire officials say the blast happened because of paint fumes igniting. The fire left 1 person injured and a home in Kendall. Authorities say they were forced to bring out 10,000 gallons of water to fight the blaze. Luckily, the other homes were not damaged. Kristen Nielsen has resigned as a Homeland Security Secretary among controversial attitudes with families moving through the southern border. Nielsen announced the move last Sunday and private allegations of lack of support and meddling from President Trump aides. The former secretary had a supportive agenda in offering more southern border detainees an objective goal of 12,000 beds. The president has appointed U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Kevin McAleenan as the new Homeland Secretary of Security.
Everyone, we experienced very high temperatures this week earlier today. Those temperatures are expected to continue throughout the week. Take a look at the maps. Elevated fire weather conditions are expected for western portions of deep South Texas with breezy 20-foot winds. Low humidity percentages developing over Zapata, Jim Hogg, and Starr counties. Outdoor burning is not recommended. Temperatures right now very fresh. 74 in Edinburgh, 73 in West Laco, and 75 in Brownsville. Here's the forecast for the week. 86 degrees on Monday, upper 80s with a slight breeze on Tuesday. Temperatures are expected to climb to 95 on Wednesday with a few showers, 88 on Thursday, and 83 on Friday. Then temperatures stay in the 80s during the weekend, 85 to 87 on Saturday and Sunday. For now, wear plenty of sunscreen and drink plenty of water. That wraps up our 7-day forecast. Daniela and Jaleesa, back to you.
Coachella-influenced media house Golden Voice is mourning the death of a long-employed rigger.
Goldvoice says the man was working on installing stages for the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival when he fell 60 feet. The Riverside County Fire reported the incident at 9:30 in the morning next day. Officials say that rigger was dead at the scene. The man was preparing for the event for the next week. He has been a Coachella partner for over 20 years. Budget motel chain Motel 6 has illegally disclosed the personal information of nearly 80,000 customers to U.S. immigration officials. Motel 6 has agreed to pay $12 million for its collision and lack of privacy with ICE officials. Washington State Attorney General blames the budget motel for allowing target investigators to Latino-sounding names. Motel 6 admitted that it had at least 6 locations to disclose information to ICE investigators.
A pair of Oregon college students have been charged with iPhone fraud where they earned almost $1 million. The two individuals will return fake iPhones to Apple and switch for real ones and sell to an online broker. The online selling qualified as a federal offense, adding to the $2 million fines and added a total of 35 years in prison. The foreign students, Yang Yang Zhu and Quan Jiang, are charged for 32,000 warranty claims.
Coming up, an American and her guide is recovered from being kidnapped in Uganda. How the Ugandan government helped up to and their current condition, details after the break. Also, a lion tamer is attacked during a performance. We have footage of the event and more on the aftermath. Viewer discretion is advised.
The heat is here to stay, so start preparing to protect yourselves from the harsh rays of scorching temperatures. What you need to do, those details later after the break.
Sophie's eating a tuna sandwich, and her meeting just got moved up to now. So she tries new Listerine Ready tabs. She's chewing that tiny tab, which turns into a swish of liquid. She's swishing away, which feels a little like, what? Unleash the clean feel of Listerine, anytime, anywhere. Sophie girl, you are ready. Introducing new Listerine Ready tabs. Bring out the bold.
At King's Hawaiian, we believe the world would be a happier place if we just fired up the grill more often. Because when you're at the grill, odds are you're with family and friends, and sharing great food and laughter is what makes life sweet. With our delicious hamburger and hot dog buns, sharing never tasted so good. Enjoy irresistible King's Hawaiian hamburger and hot dog buns.
Currently, Endicott and Remezo are back with their families and friends. Although this may seem scary, some tourists are not fazed by the incident, saying they feel safe. Let's hope other tourists do not experience something like this and enjoy themselves.
Moving on, we have information about a terrifying lion attack captured on camera in Ukraine. We advise you to watch with caution. The audience scream fills the video as you can see the lion lung at the tamer. The lion's jaw can be clearly seen grabbing on to the 32-year-old Ramada Kudo's arm. Kudos is already back in action with the same lion after 1 week of the event. Kudo says this is not the first time he's been attacked.
How scary, Daniela. Coming up, a suspected rhino poacher in South Africa was killed by an elephant before his body was eaten by lions. South Africa Police Service tweeted saying they found a human skull in the Kruger National Park and believe it may be the suspect. Park officials expressed their condolences to the family. Currently, the suspected poacher has not been identified. The case is still being investigated. A heartfelt story of how two long-lost sisters find each other after 45 years, how a DNA test helped them, and how they met later in the newscast.
The heat is here to stay, so start preparing to protect yourselves from the harsh rays and scorching temperatures. For now, drink plenty of water and try to stay inside. We'll be back with the weather after the break.
I'm Clay Thompson, and I'm built with chocolate milk. Nutrients to refuel, natural protein to rebuild, backed by science.
I'm always going to be a maker, and I think a company is the coolest thing you can build. I'm Adam, and I make robots. You never know when inspiration's gonna strike, so I take my Surface Pro everywhere. Part of an entrepreneur's job is to get stuff done. I like to do like 4 things at once. The new Surface Pro can handle all of my programs. I can paint, I can mold, I can code. I have it on all the time. It's fantastic. We get to build toys for kids and change the world. It's a big deal.
Hello everyone, we experienced very high temperatures this week and earlier today. Those temperatures are expected to continue throughout the week. Take a look at the maps. Elevated fire weather continues are expected for western portions of deep South Texas with breezy 20-foot winds, low humidity percentages developing over Zapata, Jim Hogg, and Stark counties. Outdoor burning is not recommended. Temperatures right now very fresh. 74 in Edinburgh, 73 in West Laco, and 75 in Bronzeville. Here's the forecast for the week. 86 degrees on Monday, upper 80s with a slight breeze on Tuesdays. Temperatures are expected to climb to 95 on Wednesday with a few showers, 88 on Thursday, and 83 on Friday. Then temperatures stay in the 80s during the weekend, 85 to 87 on Saturday and Sunday. For now, wear plenty of sunscreen and drink plenty of water. That wraps up our 7-day forecast. Daniela and Julissa, back to you.
After a long 45 years, 2 sisters from New York discover each other by means of an online DNA test. What they plan to do next? More on that in a minute.
They say you're supposed to deny your cravings. You know what I do instead? I snack on Blue Diamond almonds. Wasabi and soy sauce? Don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
All the flavors you crave in a superfood. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What if I wielded the power of the Infinity Gauntlet?
I just saved money with Geico.
I saved hundreds of dollars.
In theaters, April 26th.
I don't know, our relationship's just kind of boring.
You're not alone. I used to have a limited selection of shows on demand. And let me tell you, it got very boring. I got DirecTV last week, and they have more than 50,000 titles to choose from.
But what about my problems?
Classic narcissist.
What was that?
Nothing.
TV without 50,000 titles on demand is just kind of TV. Get DirecTV to get a $200 reward card. Don't just kind of TV, DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
For tonight, the emotional and amazing story that had 2 sisters united. Here's how a DNA test brought the long-lost set in New York and what they plan to do now.
Love at long last. Now let's take a last look at our forecast. We'll have a sunny 75 degree day on Monday, a breezy 88 degree day on Tuesday, where we'll continue to warm up with a high 93 degrees. From there, we will have 81 on Wednesday, 72 on Thursday, and a stable 70 on Friday. During this weekend, things will climb up to the 80s again, 81 exactly midday Saturday and Sunday. And for now, go outside for a nice walk as the sun sets.
You can be sure I will be relaxing outside, enjoying the warmth. Thank you, Salma, and thank you for joining us today.
Make sure to follow UTRGV TV on Facebook and Instagram.
Download our UTRGV TV weather app.
From the Annenberg studio, thanks for watching.